Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome... What? Welcome back to the world of... No, I am not reviewing you yet, I've told you. Oh, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tronsmart speaker and the Tronsmart speaker. Don't switch off. I know you've seen Bluetooth speakers before, but trust me, you have never seen Bluetooth speakers like this. These are the best Bluetooth speakers I have ever heard, and I don't just mean in this price range, I mean ever. They are so weighty and bassy and warm and yet perfectly balanced. It's unbelievable. Not only that, they pair so that you can listen to them in stereo the way music was intended. I've been going on and on recently about how Google Home and Alexa are horrible little mono speakers and that I prefer to listen to music in stereo like it's been since the 1950s. 40s, really, really early on. I haven't done my research, but I don't care. These are ridiculous. Watch this. Tronsmart. Don't know why I'm talking like that, probably because I'm excited. I just like unboxing things. It feels like Christmas every single time. Oh, it's a magnetic flappy. I like the magnetic flappy. Look, flap, 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 flap. Oh look, it's unboxed. I am finished. That's pretty much it. There is a USB cable. No power supply. Very annoying. I'll get over it. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Really pretty. That is some kind of slidey thing to make volume go up and down. That's like touch-sensitive buttons. I like it. It is pretty. TF card, so you can put TFs in there. So that's basically a little card reader, so you can actually just stick music straight into it if you didn't want to do the Bluetooth thing. On and off. Line in, which you could stuff an Alexa into. DC in, which they haven't provided a power supply for. Thanks, Tronsmart. That's the same again. Let's not unbox it twice. Let's go plug them in. These are so easy to pair to each other, and then eventually the Echo Dots, that I'm going to do it in under 60 seconds on camera. And no, I haven't practiced this. Stop looking at me like that. I haven't practiced it. So I'm going to turn them both on. Start of the clock. They're both now on. Wait for a stupid noise. There's a stupid noise. Hold the mode button for 2 seconds. Stupid noise. Hold the mode button for 2 seconds. Stupid noise. They're now paired to one another, and all I've got to do is pair them to the Echo app. So if I now go to devices, and then Echo and Alexa, furry hamburger, because that's not immature in any way, shape or form, Bluetooth devices, and then pair a new device. And this is where Amazon's going to undoubtedly let me down because it's super slow. We've got Shield, it's found the Shield TV. Come on, Amazon, don't suck. You're going to suck, aren't you? You're sucking. I have total faith in you. Complete and total faith. Losing a little bit of faith. Some of the faith now is quite small. My faith is diminishing rapidly. There we go! Tronsmart Element Mega! Click, click, click. I think, in a moment... Stop being rubbish!
Connected to Tronsmart Element Mega. Now that you're paired, next time just say, connect my speaker.
We got it in stereo, baby! So it's very difficult to remain objective, especially when you're an excitable child like I am. So I do try and include a bit of science in my reviews, and so when I did this a couple of weeks ago to compare the Gen 3 to the Gen 2, I recorded them with a microphone and had a look at what it looks like. This, for example, is the old Gen 2 speaker. It looks and sounds and smells like poo. So it's missing all this bass information. It's a very tinny speaker. And what I can actually do is I can sort of take a static image of that graph and then compare it to the Gen 2 speaker, where you can see, oh, there is a whole load of warmth. All of this is bass. It sounds like this. So that's the bit that you're missing from the Gen 2 speaker that is positively there in the Gen 3 speaker. I then compared that to Google Home. So if I take the Gen 3 overlay now and then compare it to the Google Home speaker, you can see the Google Home speaker is all bass. That all sounds like this. It's all thick and lumpy and bassy, but it's missing all key bits of information like this. All that is kind of like far too quiet. So this is a very bass-heavy speaker. It's not very well balanced, in my opinion. So if we now overlay the Google Home graph against this speaker that I'm doing today, you can see this actually has an even deeper frequency range, so it can actually produce deeper sounds than the Google Home speaker can. They sound like this. So they're like your serious sub-frequencies if you're a big sub-lover, but it's got all the same frequency information in the low end, but more of the information in the mids and top end. So there's a whole bunch of information here, which is where all your vocals are, so that's why you've got a lot more clarity in this speaker. But it's also got all this information up here too, which is all your cymbals and your hi-hats and all that kind of stuff. So you've got a far more balanced speaker than the Google Home that is capable of a much greater frequency range. Look at all that sub-bass that you're missing in the Google Home speaker. This is a beautiful speaker, I promise you. So the big question is, should you buy one of these? And the answer is no. You should buy 2 of these, and I know you hate me right now because you're going, Paul, I've spent all of my money and all of my wife's money on all the other cool things you recommended, and now my wife hates me. But this is the last thing, I promise. This and the next 12 things I'm going to recommend to you over the coming months. All joking aside, I urge you to pick one of these up. I urge you to pick 2 of these up. The sound quality is ridiculous, but aside from that, they look beautiful. They light up in this spectacular way. The connectivity options are amazing. You've got an SD card reader, an auxiliary input, and it's got NFC. So when Nisha needs to connect her phone, she just taps it with her phone, and it is connected. The connectivity is mind-blowing. I connected it to my Echo Dots, my Google Home, my phone, Nisha's phone, and it remembers all of those devices. So if Nisha leaves the house, because she keeps hogging these things, when she finally leaves, I can connect my phone without having to do anything. It automatically connects. The battery life is ridiculous. It just goes on and on and on. Perfect for garden parties, house parties, anything you want to use it for. Can't recommend it enough. So what's wrong with these things? The answer is practically nothing. They are louder than my Google Home speaker, they are clearer than my Google Home speaker, and this is the way sound systems were supposed to be. You should have one control unit in the middle and 2 speakers, one either side. As soon as you try and put everything into one device, that's when you get poo-poo. Dirty, dirty poo-poo. The only things that are wrong with this is you can't turn the lights off on the top. Once the lights are on, tough. They're on forever until you turn them off. If you've got them in a bedroom, that might be annoying. And the second thing, and this is a bit of a bummer, if you pair the 2 speakers together to use them in stereo and then decide, you know what, I want to plug something in the auxiliary input, then it disconnects the other speaker and you have to just listen to one speaker. It's the same with the card reader. If you plug a card into this thing, you can't use the other speaker, and that's it. They are the only things I can find wrong with it. Everything else is absolutely incredible, and I can't recommend them enough. I know I said that already. It was worth saying twice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help these amazing people patronize me, and I don't mean patronize me as in tap me on the head and call me a good boy, if you want to occasionally give me a little bit of money to help keep me doing this, I will thank you from the bottom of my heart and put your name up on this wall. If you want to come and hang out with me, there is my social media, and I'll see you next time. No, I'm not reviewing you yet. I've already reviewed... No, I haven't already reviewed anything. Ladies and gentlemen, don't switch off. I know you've seen Sonny. Pair. I can finally. Here we go again. You're supposed to have separates with an keep me doing this. I will love you forever, and I'll bash my microphone like a big head.